Okay, so I'm going to be making a short video on Forex and supply and demand zones. I know I haven't made a Forex video in a while, but I'm going to show you how to trade the supply and demand zones. If you're not interested in Forex or you don't do Forex, you could just skip past this video, and I'll be back with some more of my sports videos and my discussions coming soon. So I just put out a new video on Lonzo Ball and my thoughts on that. So supply and demand zones. So I trade this a lot, and I've been trading this a lot recently. Okay, so the way you trade supply and demand zones, basically this is a supply area up here and this is a demand area down here. Okay, supply areas are waiting to be sold. Okay, waiting to be sold. You get these strong movements down in the market. Okay, strong movements down. Demand area are waiting for buyers. Okay, you're having a lot of buyers with a strong move in the upwards direction. Okay, that's what a supply and demand zone area is. Okay, so these blue shaded areas, these blue shaded boxes, that if you're, it's very easy. You just go to insert and then shapes, okay, and then rectangle. That's basically all it is. It's a rectangle that I highlighted. These are constantly changing, these boxes, okay. I'm constantly deleting these, okay, and moving to the new fresh supply and demand area. Okay, I never have these constantly in one fixed place, okay, especially after 3 touches, okay, after it's the market has reached back into a supply area. All right, so like I said, supply areas are these strong movements down, demand areas are these strong movements up. Okay, and the way you trade them, I'm going to show you an example of a supply area that a lot of people think would be a trade, but it's really not. I'm looking for strong supply areas. Okay, so that's where it takes a lot of discipline and just a lot of analyzing these charts and looking at a lot of screen time, basically. Okay, just looking at the screen. Okay, so you see this area right here. Okay, this area right here would be a demand area. Okay, you see this? This area would be a demand area because of the fact that you see how you got this strong candle in the upwards direction, another one, and then it just continues to go up. Okay, this is a strong demand area. So this is a trade right here. Anytime the market moves, I would be looking for this area, to be tested again. Okay, for me to take another buy order or buy, along and taking it up. Okay, because this is it's proven that it's shown a strong demand area. Okay, and say for instance this came down, tested here. Okay, I would immediately buy. I would set my stop loss behind this blue shaded area. Okay, behind the not the close, but the end of the wick. Okay, I'd set my stop loss and I take it up. Okay, and say it came back down again, I do the same thing again. But see, once it reaches the 3rd test, after that, I just get rid of it. I get rid of the shaded area and start again with a fresh new supply or demand zone. Okay, I wouldn't do more than 3 tests, okay, at max, because it starts to eventually weaken. Okay, so I'd start a new supply and demand zone. So that's very important. Okay, so I'm going to just show you an example of a one that I wouldn't be trading. Okay, let's see if I can find one. Let's see here. Okay, you see these little movements here, these very small movements. Some people would say, okay, this is a supply area, but see, to me, these aren't supply areas. Okay, because sure, you get the strong move, but then you got a lot of small movements. Same thing with here, you got one strong move and then you got a lot of small, kind of go sideways. This one, same exact thing, not that much strong force in the downwards direction. Okay, so those are not supply areas. I'm looking for strong supply areas. So just takes a lot of practice. See this right here? This area would be a demand area. Okay, you see these? You see this right here? Another demand area. Okay, because you got this strong candle up, and then you got a little bit of movements, a little bit of consolidation. I wouldn't even call this a consolidation. And then you got a strong movement up, and then a little here, you know, consolidation again, and then a strong move up. So that's definitely a strong demand area right here. Okay, so that's just a couple examples. Now I'm going to go back to my original trade, and I'm going to show you how this works. Okay, so like I said, I'm looking for these strong supply areas where you got a strong force down. Okay, so now right here is the supply zone. Okay, so now I'm looking for a demand area to be taken back up, and here it is right here. Okay, you got this strong move and then forcibly strong movements continuously in the upwards direction, but it didn't test here, so we're still waiting. It goes kind of sideways. Finally it tests right here. This is where I got in. Okay, I'd set my stop limit or stop loss back here behind this blue shaded area, even though I have it right here right now. I'd be confident putting it behind this blue area. Okay, behind the end of the wick of the start, of this strong candle, and here's the open right here. That's how I measure it out. Okay, so I waited for the test. Now I'm just waiting till next week, the start of the session, when the market opens, okay, to take it back down here into this demand area. Okay, say for instance it comes back down here into this demand area. Okay, say it comes back down into that. Now what I do is I take a buy, okay, because it hit here, it tested. So this is the second test, and here's the second test. So I would buy here, okay, and what you would do is not put your take profit up here. You would put your take profit in this area. Okay, so let me show you. This would be your take profit right here, this area. Okay, so you would buy here and put your take profit in this area because of the fact that since it once the demand hit here and shot up, this is where it stopped. Okay, this is where it stopped. So this would be another zone. Okay, so this would be your new zone for this demand area. Okay, and that's basically how you trade supply and demand zones. Okay, so that's just a little tip for you guys if you're trading Forex. And these, like I said, are constantly being deleted, these shaded areas, because I'm always looking for new supply and demand zones, because I don't trade more than 3 tests. Okay, so say for instance, okay, let's give an example here. Okay, say for instance this came down to this demand area. Okay, say it went back up, okay, and then I made it, I took profit here, and then say I took it back down to this demand area. Okay, I wouldn't trade, once it gets past 3 tests, I wouldn't trade it again. Okay, I might take it again, take a chance on it, but after that, I would delete this right here, delete it, and just start with a new, fresh supply area, demand area in this direction. Start with a new one, wait for it, and do 3 tests max. Okay, so that's how I trade supply and demand areas. And that's basically it. So I'll be back with some more Forex videos in the future. Comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you then.